Welcome to Little Steps, Big Gains and the 30-Day Stability for Mobility Challenge. Welcome to day 11. You are amazing. 11. That's over a third of the way there, and you are still here. You are still showing up no matter what is going on around you, because there are always barriers to show up for exercise. Yet you haven't let anything hold you back, and that's amazing. Before we start, be so proud of yourself for coming and showing up today. Sitting. All right, our first exercise is bouncing, okay? Now, you know the research study, some people were on a standard chair, so I'll show you modifications. We're gonna go ahead and do a chin tuck while I explain. So take that chin, tuck it down and in. You know this is an amazing exercise for us. Okay, so here we are. Obviously, if you're on a bounce, on a Bosu, you're gonna bounce, right? I'll walk you through that. I'll walk you through modifications. So when we're bouncing up and down on a chair, if you go ahead and lean forwards and then squeeze your butt muscles and use your butt muscles to pull you back to center. Lean, butt, back. All right, lean, use your butt muscles to pull yourself back. We'll do it side to side too. You're gonna use your butt muscles. I'll walk you through it. We're gonna do feet apart, feet together. We'll be going, if you're on a ball, we'll be rolling as well. I'll walk you through everything. Okay, so that was 45 seconds, just an introduction. Remember, hold on, let go. You know how to do this. All right, so go ahead and bounce if you're on the ball. If you're on the chair, go ahead, lean forwards, use your butt to pull you back, okay? Forwards, butt, all right? You can modify. Just go ahead and practice that. Remember how much we need our butt muscles for our posture and sitting and standing, okay? And getting up and walking and posture. Perhaps that's why the research study did bouncing. But bouncing is really difficult. So once again, hold on if you need to hold on. Okay, now if you're in the chair, go ahead and do the lean to the side and use your butt muscles to come back, okay? If you're bouncing, try to bring your feet together and bounce. Not easy, okay? So if you're in the chair, you're doing amazing. You're doing some great posture exercises, okay? You're leaning and squeezing, okay? If you're on the ball, you're doing amazing as well. Bouncing with the feet together is not easy, so if you need to kind of hold on to things, oops, sorry buddy, you can do that as well. Gave me a little snort. Wasn't too happy with that, was he? All right, we're gonna try something a little bit different now, okay? If you're on the ball, you're gonna bring your feet apart. Either way, we're just gonna close our eyes. Just sit there with your eyes closed, maybe cross your arms and try to be center. Honestly, this is not easy. Try to be center. If for some reason it is easy, you can go ahead and do your head turns left and right with your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed, turning your head left and right. If not, just sit there with me with your eyes closed. Okay, back to bouncing if you're on the ball. If you're in the chair, go ahead and lean back and use your butt muscles to pull yourself forwards. Lean back, squeeze the butt muscles, okay? If you're on the ball, just bounce. And if you're like, I just don't know if I'm doing this right. A lot of people are like, I can't feel my butt. Like, I don't know. Just go ahead and try. If you're on the ball, just bounce. If you're in the chair, just practice leaning back, okay? Do try to keep your posture. Try not to collapse back. What I mean by that is try not to just collapse, okay? Try to keep, you're kind of like falling backwards like a tree, okay? All right, our last exercise, butt squeezes, okay? Squeeze those butt muscles for about 3 seconds. I'm gonna let you count on your own and then rest for about 3. Squeeze for 3, rest for 3. If your butt muscles are getting tired, ooh, mine are too, we're working them. All right, it's about like 5 minutes of butt exercises pretty much. 5 minutes of the butt is a lot. You're doing great, only 10 more seconds. Oh, amazing job with our first sitting balance exercise for today. Sitting balance exercise number 2 is trunk rotation. That's right, trunk rotation. While I explain the exercise, give me a robber, okay? Hands up, I surrender, okay? And then bring those thumbs to the back of the room and down, tuck the scapulas into the pocket. Hold that. All right, trunk rotation. We're gonna start into chest expansion, okay? We'll take one arm and we'll expand open. If your arms get tired, you can rest the opposite one. If you're really doing great, hold it up, okay? We'll jump into cross body reaching. So one arm is gonna reach across the body, okay? And then we'll go ahead and end by doing some windmills. Oof, windmills are the best. You can rest the opposite leg or hold it up, really trying to expand and rotate that trunk. As you know, some of these challenges and exercise days are being repeated because we need that repetition. And if it's easy, close your eyes, be on a balance ball. If it's harder, sit supported, hold on. Okay, that was 45 seconds. All right, so let's start with our chest expansion. Both arms are up or one arm is down. Take that hand, expand it, open it up, and then bring it back, okay? Gotta start the timer. Open and close, okay? Open, expand that chest, rotate the trunk, okay? Your hand is here, you can use it to propel and push you further. If you want to hold that arm up for a little more strengthening, you can do that also. All right, we're already going to be switching sides, okay? Rotate and open. I'm a little confined here. We're so stiff often and we need that trunk rotation for the pelvis, for mobility, when we walk, when we move. We're so stiff, right? All right, now try to alternate with me, okay? One arm, close it, and then the other arm. We're only doing about 30 seconds of each, okay? So hang in there with me. All right, we're gonna jump into that cross body reach. So take one arm, reach it across the body, okay? Bring it back and then switch. Reach and back. Reach and back, okay? the opposite, a little bit of rotation across the body. If you're on the ball and it's pretty easy, oh my gosh, you can try to close your legs. It's really difficult. Almost there. All right, windmills, one of the best ones. Take one arm, bring it up, around, and down and back. Same arm. Up, around, down and back. So this is a rotational exercise. So try to open and rotate the whole body, opening it up, okay? Your arms getting a little tired, that shows that we're doing some strengthening, okay? All right, ready to switch sides. Take the other arm, open it up, around, and down. I know I'm confined in my space. Maybe you have a little more space than I do. If you're hitting an armrest on a chair, it's okay. The point of this is the rotational part. So you can maybe go like halfway and then bring it in, okay? That's okay. Modify. All right, our last part for today. For this exercise is windmills rotating, okay? Rotate and open. Come on back, rotate and open. You're almost there, okay? Probably about one more on each side. Oh, fantastic. You're amazing. Great job with our static second sitting balance exercise for today. Static standing exercise number 1, feet together. All right, you know our upgrades and downgrades, but while I explain this, go ahead and give me a robber. You know what a robber is? It's like, I surrender. Elbows, or pardon me, thumbs are to the back of the room. Squeeze those scapulas down and back like I put an ice cube down your back, okay? Not up, not just back, but down and back. Go ahead and hold the robber for me while I go ahead and explain our exercise. Okay, feet together. This is what the research study did, but we're gonna add a few things. We're gonna add head turns because we're challenging each of the balance sensory systems, sensory reweighting, okay? So we'll hold this position about 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and then we'll add our head turns left and right, up and down. You can hold on with both hands. Let go, hover, finger. If that's easy, eyes closed. That is how you can make this easier or more difficult. You can also stand on a balance pad or a balance disc. Find the right challenge for you personally while still putting your safety first, right? Okay, it was a 45-second robber. All right, go ahead and get set up. Find that right challenge, okay? And just start with your feet together, and that's it. If it's easy, close your eyes, find that right challenge. All right, now if you can, add some head turns. So turning your head left and right at your own pace. You want to try to get as far as you can. Okay, left and right. Once again, if this is easy for you, which it's not easy, you can close your eyes. But to be honest, this is a really difficult exercise. We're really challenging what's called our vestibular system. We're confusing the brain right now about where we are, but this is so important and so functional for day-to-day activities. Okay, head turns up and down. Sometimes this is even more difficult for people. Now, I should have prefaced this. If this is making you really dizzy, go ahead and just focus on staying still, closing your eyes. All right, try not to get super dizzy, especially if the room spins. Then if the room is spinning, go ahead and withhold from this exercise. Make sure you're holding on. Okay, ready for the really hard one? Eyes closed, okay? Now, if this is really difficult for you, remember to hold on. You can hover one finger on there, okay? Because guess what? This is not easy. Maybe you want to close your eyes for just 2 seconds, like 1, 2, and then open them for 2. Close for 2, open for 2. You have options, okay? But find the right challenge for you personally, okay? You do want to waver a little bit because then you know you're challenging yourself. But if you start wavering to the point that you're putting your safety at risk, then we need to downgrade it a little bit. Just try your best. We're almost there, okay? And people always ask, why is this so difficult? Because it is really difficult. I have all sorts of videos on the sensory systems that make up our balance, and one of them is our visual system. We become overly dependent on it often, and therefore when we take away our vision, our brain is super confused. Where are you? And then it has a hard time maintaining our balance. Check out the Balance Sensory Systems educational video if you want to learn more about that. Okay, eyes open, super difficult. All right, so we're gonna try to do some alternating arm reaching, okay? If you're holding on, hold on with one hand and just do the other hand. I'll tell you when you can switch. So one arm comes up, the other arm comes back. Okay, just alternating. Try to keep those feet together. Okay, if you're holding on, switch sides to the other arm. If you're not holding on, keep going. You know how to make this easier. You know how to make this more difficult. You can close those eyes. You can get on a balance pad. You can hold on with both hands and then just keep those feet together because that's not easy. Okay, fantastic job with our first static standing balance exercise. Static standing balance exercise number 2, up on the toes. All right, so go ahead and give me a chin tuck while I explain the exercise. Remember, your chin tuck is down and in. So good for posture, neck pain, so good, balance. Okay, up and down on the toes. Make this easier by holding on, harder by letting go, hovering, balance pads, balance discs, eyes closed. Find that right challenge. All right, we'll start with just both feet, up and down on the toes, okay? Then we'll transition to trying one foot. If that's too difficult, keep it with both feet. Then we're gonna go into something called the shift and lift, okay? So you're centered. Take one leg, push that toe down and the heel up, shift your weight to one leg. Then slowly lower it back. Take that foot, lift the heel and push. So you're centering yourself. And then when you come back, slowly lower. We'll do the same exercise forwards and backwards. One foot is forward, one foot is back. That back foot is gonna push our weight forwards and then slowly eccentric, lowering on the way back. All right, you're not just dropping it. It's a push and then slowly lower, okay? I'll walk you through, but those are what we're gonna do. All right, that was a long chin tuck, okay? Over a minute, but it's one of the best ones that we can do. The chin tuck, one of the best. All right, so let's get started. Go ahead, both feet up and down on the toes. Remember, slowly lowering, so you're not just dropping. All right, both feet or try one foot, that's up to you. This is really, really difficult. Oof. Ready to switch to the other leg or keep up with both, okay? The important thing is that studies show that ankle strength is an independent predictor of falls and functional independence. If we don't have strength in the ankles, we're going to have impaired balance, even if one side is weaker than the other. I have a whole educational video on it. All right, ready? The side shift and lift. I know my feet kind of fade, but take one foot, push that toe down, heel up to shift your weight all the way onto the other foot, and then slowly lower. All right, push. We're going to do one side at a time. The key is the slowly lowering. When your weight comes back, don't let that heel just drop. Remember, you can always be holding on. And I know some people have something called foot drop. All right, they don't have the strength in that ankle. Just try your best. All right, switch sides with me, okay? The other foot pushes and then slowly lower. Push. Slowly lower. That slowly lower is the best part of the exercise. When you walk, it's power and then it's eccentric loading. Power, okay? Remember, you can do this with your eyes closed as well. Okay, one foot in front, one foot in back, okay? The back leg is pushing off, and then bring your weight back and slowly lower the heel. Push that back leg, slowly lower. The power, you're trying to make it from the actual ankle itself. You're trying to make that part propel you more than anything. One of the best things we can do, that eccentric lowering and back. This is so, so good for us. Almost there before we switch sides. All right, switch sides. Okay, so as a reminder, that back foot is pushing you forwards, and then when you lean back, it's slowly lowering. It's controlling. Push, and then slowly lower. Almost there, okay? Amazing job with our second static standing balance exercise for today. Dynamic stepping, moving, okay? Dynamic standing balance. We're going to go ahead and do our floor touches. To do this, and while I explain it, go ahead and give me an elbow dig. The elbows are back, up and down. Scapulas are squeezing. All of these posture exercises are so good for us. Okay, hold that position. Our floor touches. We will go ahead and start with touching the floor if you can, okay? That would be to stick your butt out, then your knees, okay? We'll start by going up and down like that. You can make this easier by holding on. Maybe don't go as far down. Maybe go down to the knees, which is so good. All right, maybe the knees. Maybe work your way up and down. If you want to make this harder, you know what to do. Let go. Eyes closed. That's a really, really difficult one. Anyways, we're going to do floor touches. Then we'll walk into some posture. We'll do jack in the box, chest expansion. We'll jump into one-sided floor touches. Okay, and then we'll do like a modified prayer. I'll walk you through everything. All right, go ahead and stop that elbow dig. Let's get moving here. Floor touches. Okay, down and up, trying to stick the butt out, then the knees, and then come back up again. This is a very, very, very difficult exercise, so feel free to hold on. Okay, these are really advanced. But these are the exercises they did in the research study, and that's what we're following. We pull out a research study, we do what the participants did, and they did floor touches. All right, almost there. Okay, now we're gonna do a jack in the box. So you cross your arms down and in, chin is down, and then come up into kind of our robber, right? Down and up. And you're like, what's this have to do with our floor touches? Floor touches are positional changes. These are positional changes. Remember, if this is difficult, hold on. If it's easy, eyes closed. All right, guess what? We're gonna try floor touches to one leg, okay? So if you can, take one leg, the opposite arm, go ahead and touch the opposite leg and then out, okay? So bring that arm down and touch the opposite foot and then up. Once again, you can hold on, you can let go. It's up to you, okay? We are going, after just a second here, to switch sides. Okay, take your other arm, touch the outside of the opposite foot, and then up. You're doing so good for this very, very advanced exercise. Remember, you can maybe just go down to the outside of the knee, and that's fantastic. Okay, awesome. We're gonna jump into chest expansion, okay? Curl up, give yourself a hug, and then bring those arms out into a chest expansion. Curl in, chin down, out. Chin down, out. This is gonna help us with that positional change, that head turn. It also helps us that we need to work on posture, right? If people are like, hey, look up, stand up tall, sometimes we don't need the strength but the balance to do it. It's a combination, okay? A few more like this. All right, a modified prayer pose, okay? Hands together or one hand. You're gonna go between the knees and then up and out. Okay, between the knees. Now, if this is easy for you, go further down, okay? Touch the tip of the fingers to the floor, up and out. If it's a little difficult, hold on. Just between the knees is fantastic. This is our last exercise. And we're almost there, okay? Almost there. Oh, amazing, amazing job today. You finished our second dynamic standing balance exercise. Our second dynamic standing balance exercise, and then the last exercise for today. Go ahead and give me some chin tucks, down and in. And I'll explain. We're doing contralateral, that's opposite arm and leg lifts. Okay, so what we do for that is we're gonna mix it up. So the opposite, we'll go into some marching and then we'll go into some stepping. We'll go into alternating, I'll walk you through it. Ways that you can make this easier. Hold on. And then when I say switch sides, then you can switch sides. Maybe you're letting go, in which case you just keep going, okay? If this is easy for you, get on a balance pad, try it with your eyes closed. You find that right challenge for you. All right. So here we are. We're just going to start opposites, okay? Left arm, right leg, or right arm, left leg. Do what works for you, okay? Maybe you're holding on. Maybe you're letting go. You probably noticed this opposite is the movement we do when we walk, right? All right, switch sides. So turn around, hold on, let go. It's up to you. Switch sides though. All right, we're gonna step while we do it now, okay? So hold on, let go, it's up to you. You're gonna go ahead and step opposite arm, opposite leg, and then step back, that's it. It's just a step and back. All right, let's switch sides, okay? Maybe you have to turn around. All right, switch sides. As always, if you're like, this is really easy for me, close your eyes and do it. But this is not easy, okay? All right, marching with overhead reaching, okay? So a march and an overhead reach. Hold on if you need to hold on. All right, turn around or just switch sides with me, okay? The study, they did contralateral arm and leg lifts, and that's what we're doing. We're just switching it up so we don't get so bored doing the exact same thing. Now the very last thing we're gonna do is alternate, okay? This is hard to do if you're holding on, okay? But we're just switching and switching, okay? This involves a little bit more focus. You're almost there though, okay? All right, amazing job. Our 5 minutes. You're amazing. You did it. Great job today. Congratulations, you did it. Day 11. I know it was hard. I know it was tempting not to come, but you did come. You did show up, and then you finished. Be so proud of yourself as you leave this place today for showing up, for finishing. Now come back, because we can do this. We can finish this. Little steps together, we can make some big gains.